Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them because of who their parents are. Look, that's not exactly what Shakespeare said in The Twelfth Night, but it works pretty well for this podcast, Jessie.
You're damn right.
The playing field is not level.
You get access that other people don't have.
Nepotism, baby, that is what they call me. 'Cause I'm a rich parents, they all wanna know me. Let us break it down on the Nepo Baby.
Welcome to Nepobaby. My name is Monica Reed. I'm a producer and a pop culture enthusiast with an unhealthy obsession with the Met Gala.
Hello, my name is Jessie and my Mercury is in retrograde.
We just looked it up. It is
Just
in
looked it up.
retrograde.
I thought it was over. It's not over, baby.
I love it. Before we get into today's episode, we do have some sad news. Today will be Jessie's final episode of Nepobaby. Don't cry or I cry.
You're like, we have some sad news, Jessie, and it's about me. Don't.
It's always about you.
That's sad.
My life revolves around you, Jessie, and I'm going to be sad without you here.
I'm here in spirit.
To celebrate, we're going to bring a new concept that
Okay.
we keep in our Nepobaby episodes moving forward.
I'm excited.
Whoever comes on, we're going to talk about our Nepo moment of the week. So
Okay.
this is where you've experienced a little trivial nepotism, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So,
A little sprinkle.
yeah, a little sprinkling.
Nice,
A little
nice,
sprinkling of
nice.
nepotism. So I will kick us off. I went to the AFL on the weekend and I borrowed my friend's members' passes. Yeah.
Luxury.
I was in the old members stand, which was
Wow.
beautiful. They've got a champagne room.
Vintage.
It was stunning, and I
Nice.
felt rich.
Wow. Was everyone just moneyed up?
Yes, yeah. There was a lot of what are those shooters called? Those boots that everyone wears.
RMs.
RMs. There's a lot of RM energy. A lot of collared shirts. A lot of Ralph Lauren going round. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you? Tell me about your sprinkling.
Oh, okay. Well, nothing's gonna top that. I won a TV at work, which was like it's in a raffle, but also it felt very like I think because I just sort of started a new role, it felt super imposter vibes.
That's
Like I got a
amazing.
bit like sweaty and red, and I was in a meeting when it happened, and someone told me that I'd won it, and I was like, "No, that's hilarious, ha ha!" And I walked out, and everyone was clapping.
You're like, oh no, really?
Yeah.
So like a flat screen, or what are we talking?
Yeah, so thanks, Mon. It is a 65-inch Samsung OLED.
Bougie.
It is the size of my whole apartment,
Yeah,
so I will
great.
have to use it as a bed frame as well.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know where I'm
And so
gonna put it.
you should.
But yeah, that was my little Nepo sprinkle.
I love that. I love that so much. We are in our final episode of season 3, Jessie. So we are at our wrap episode. I
We're
can't
wrapping
believe we've made it here.
We've wrapped it up.
We have
Wrap
really
dress.
wrapped it up. I cannot wait for your hot takes in this episode, and they will be sorely missed in the season going forward.
Like, thank you for having me.
Don't make me cry yet.
Totally.
We still have an episode to get through. So let's get started. We did episode 1 so many moons ago, Jessie.
Many moons, many retrogrades.
Episode
So-
1 was Lily Collins.
Yes, the first episode. Lily has not stopped since we last left her. She's announced that she's starring in a theatre show. Wow.
Yeah.
Turning the board.
Yeah, she is. She, of course, has been in Emily in Paris, which comes out later this month, actually on the 15th of August. But she's now starring, as you teased before, in a jump scare thriller based in the Spanish city of Barcelona. It's aptly called Barcelona, Jessie.
Barcelona.
Premiering in the West End of London.
Lovely.
Wow.
So the play is written by Bess Wall and will be directed by BAFTA Award winner Lynette Linton.
Pretty crazy. Lynette Linton directed Richard II, starring Ajora, is it?
Odo?
She's that actress that was in Bridgerton.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The super beautiful one.
The one
I
that
mean,
was
everyone's beautiful.
the Duke's, like,
Yes.
I don't actually know what relation she was to the Duke, but she was
It
always
sounds like I'm
telling him
describing
off.
everyone, but like she has that. He hates her and then he loves
Yes.
her. Got
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Which
that's
is
what
everyone in Bridgerton.
Vibey vibes, yes.
Got you.
She was, one of the sort of like mother types in Bridgerton. But yeah, I think she's some sort of duchess.
Nice.
I will assume.
And so she's been directed by the same lady
Yes.
who Lily's being directed by. Nice, lovely.
Big stuff. Anyway, impressive names. Colin's co-star will be none other than fellow Netflix alumni Alvaro Morte, who was in the hit series Money Heist. Can you tell me what Lily had to say about this, Jessie?
Yes. She says, honestly, it's a dream come true to be able to say that in October, I will be making my stage debut on the West End play I fell in love with from the moment I read it. Cute.
I'm kind of proud of her
Good
for
on
this.
her. Is this her first play?
Yes.
Oh,
First
wow.
theatre
Okay.
production. So
Yeah.
she has only done TV up until this point.
Sure.
So pretty crazy. I will insert just a little clip of her talking about the role here.
I finally get to share a secret with you that I have been keeping for so long and I am unbelievably excited about. It is honestly a dream come true to be able to say that in October I will be making my stage debut on the West End in a play that I fell in love with the moment I read it. It's called Barcelona, and I will be starring alongside the amazing Alvaro Morte. Rehearsals start very, very soon, and I cannot wait. Tickets are on sale now at barcelonatheplay.com. I can't wait to see you guys in London. I can't believe I get to say that. Ah!
What do you think, Jessie, about Lily Collins and how are we feeling about her Nepo rating? Obviously, don't give it away at this point, but just like how are we feeling? What's the temperature?
So we're keeping it a secret.
We're keeping it a secret till the end.
Obviously, you know how I feel about Lily Collins.
I do.
You know how I feel about her discography and the shock that I endured when you listed all of her accolades. So I guess that's an example of the temperature on this end of the couch. What about you?
This may have changed things for me, Jessie.
The theatre's
The
really...
theatre has brought me
okay.
back down to earth, and maybe I've got a little bit more respect for Lily. I already didn't mind her. I think she's done some interesting work. Do I think that it is as nuanced as some of our other Nepo babies? No, I do not. But I am pleasantly surprised to see her stepping into the theatre.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah. Okay, Jessie, to the second episode, episode 2, Michael Gandolfini, in an episode that was something new for us and to Nepobaby. He didn't only step into a Nepobaby role, he stepped directly into his father's shoes to play Tony Soprano.
Gorge. So, in one of his most recent roles, he played Howard Bloom in the Bob Marley One Love biopic. Howard Bloom was an American author and music publicist in the 70s and 80s for singers and bands such as Prince, Billy Joel, and Styx.
He is still starring in and making short films, Jessie, which I know we spoke about in our episode on him. How his love for art and acting and writing was obviously passed down from his father.
Yep. So he has still starred in short films and series such as Helga, Warfare, and an episode in the series Daredevil. Cute. He's slowly developing a body of work that blurs the line between art house and mainstream, much like his father did.
We have a couple of little pics to look at, which we will upload to our Instagram. But I wanted to include these, Jessie, because I feel like they're giving student film.
Isn't that guy from that thing?
Yeah.
Charles Melton?
Yes, she was.
This is me getting a reference. May December.
You.
Yeah.
I think yes. I think yes. I cannot remember the name off the top of my head.
I think
But
this
yes.
is very similar to you with Lily, but opposite. I am so gunning for Gandolfini, and then I see something like this, and I'm like, it's so Nepo coded because it's casual, but then it's massive Hollywood star.
Yeah.
It's giving a bit Brooklyn,
It's
or
giving
just a blurred photo of a huge celebrity.
the ability to do this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's giving you have wealth and you have privilege and you have a name behind you that you're able to do this stuff.
But I still like it. He's humble, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think he is at this stage.
Yeah,
Wait
it's
and
my
see.
10.
Wait and see. Episode 3, Jessie, with Zoe Kravitz. And what has Zoe been up to since we last left her, Jessie?
Drumroll please, Mon. Zoe is making her directorial debut. So she's known for her versatile roles in film and television, like we chatted to in the ep, like Batman, Big Little Lies, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Zoe now steps into a new medium, taking on directing with the film Blink Twice.
This upcoming Warner Brothers film stars her husband, Channing Tatum.
Oh my
I always
God.
forget about that.
That's
as
so
well as
weird.
a star-studded
married?
lineup. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I know, we missed a lot. Hey. A lineup including BAFTA winner Naomi Aki. It looks like a thriller that we would really enjoy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I
okay.
have a little trailer to show you, Jesse.
You having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Everybody's smiling and laughing. But there's something wrong with this place. Where's Jess?
Who's Jess?
My friend that was in the room next to mine. You remember her, but I don't remember her. We need to find out what's really going on.
I'm just really happy you came.
Happy for that to go straight to DVD, but
This is in cinemas August 22nd.
I think I'm
So-
gonna be sick that day. It looks so bad.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like I want to see this.
can't look at Channing Tatum's face.
Look, I think,
No.
yeah, he's had some interesting stuff.
You either love him or hate him, I think.
It's different for him though, this role.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I respect people that try and do things that are outside of their comfort zone.
Totally. I think it's just not my dish.
Yes.
But go off.
But what do you think of her redirect away from acting?
Interesting coming from someone who's so hot and talented. I would have liked her to explore the more like dark, grungy roles she's used to, but maybe she just likes to try new things.
Yeah.
Whereas I hate a challenge. Maybe she likes a challenge.
you do not hate a challenge.
I do. Don't challenge me.
Look, I think there's like innate nepotism and innate privilege in someone going, oh, like I'm an actor and a singer, and also now I'm going to be a director. She has no directing credits, none, and she's just decided, yeah, I will make a film that has my superstar husband in the lead role. Like, there's so much nepotism.
If you got the money-
screaming nepo.
Yeah, people let you do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along. Ep 4 was Ben Stiller, who had an eye-wateringly long career. God dang. But it just keeps growing, Mon.
Yeah, he's producing, directing, and acting, and he continues to exceed expectations in all three crafts, Jesse. In his latest project, he is a producer, and he also stars in Nutcrackers, which is set to premiere at Toronto Film Festival in early September. So not too far away at all. Can you tell me about the film?
I'd love to. Nutcrackers, written by Llewellyn Douglas. The film follows Mike, played by Ben, a workaholic who must travel to rural Ohio to care for his 4 nephews after their parents die in a car accident. After weeks of farm life mayhem, he realizes he won't have to find a new home for the orphan children, as he has found his home there. Oh.
Does it not sound like every freaking Hallmark Christmas film you've ever watched?
Maybe Blink Twice is sounding good
Right?
after reading that.
Right. Seriously, I was
Anything for a
like,
payday.
what is he doing? Like,
Interesting.
honestly.
Okay.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
No, I don't.
But
But happy for
I'll
him.
watch it.
Yeah.
I will. Don't hold me down. I'll watch it. But like, honestly, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me. Him going from his body of work to this and producing it.
Yeah, I mean, go off though.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just-
way with
it's just
it, right?
crazy. Yeah,
it doesn't
I
make
think it sounds
sense.
terrible.
Doesn't make sense to me at all. There was a small clip that I will insert here as well from the Cincinnati Local 12 News and their coverage of the film.
According to IMDb, the description there, this movie draws inspiration from actual events and crafts a gripping story that unites everyone. Sounds good. Crew members and extras took over a Wilmington street to film this scene here.
Saw the call for extras, and I've done some extra work before, and it's fun. It's sort of hanging around. It's not really work, but if you make the final cut, it's pretty cool to see yourself on the big screen. If you squint.
He's done some extra work before, which means he's an experienced actor.
Oh, I enjoyed that a little bit too much. Our 5th episode covered one of our favorites, Jessie, Margaret Qualley, who continues to excel in every aspect of her career as a Chanel ambassador, star of star-studded films, but can you tell me about her recent film, Jessie?
I would love to. And I can also personally tell you about it because I saw it.
Have you already?
That's right,
Gotcha,
my last
quick.
episode, and I've seen every dang film we're mentioning. So she starred in Kinds of Kindness alongside Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe, Jesse Plemons. This is also directed by, I'm going to butcher the name, so come for me, Yorgos Lanthimos.
It sounds right to me.
He's the
I'm
Greek
not good at
director.
this.
He did Poor Things. He did
Yes,
The Lobster.
that's right,
He did
actually.
Killing of a Sacred Deer. Yes, I will stop.
No, I was like, it's in that. I put it in. The film has been out for a little while now, or at least since June 2024. And the feedback has been mixed, though. The Guardian reviewer, Wendy Ide, had something to say about it, Jessie.
Ooh, okay, so this is a quote from Wendy. Kinds of Kindness is an unwieldy triptych of not quite connected stories starring the same repertory group of actors in different roles in each of the 3 chapters. The film leans back into the surreal cruelty and bizarro banal logic of the director's earlier films. The Poor Things and Dogtooth are obvious references, but then there's also an element of the Lobster's twisted relationship politics here. Oh my god, I cracked all of them.
You did. You actually did. And I was like, stop talking.
Oh my god, am I Wendy? Rips off mask.
I just found this concept, and I haven't seen the film, so you can probably speak to this much better than I can. This concept of the triptych in a film, really blew my mind.
So for those listening along, a triptych is a set of 3 associated literary, artistic, or musical works intended to be like appreciated together. It's kind of like a condensed version of like, you know, Love Actually, New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, it all connects.
I love it.
Yeah. I loved this movie. I know this podcast isn't about me loving movies.
It is. It
but
absolutely is.
It was fantastic. And I think the only reason it received the criticism it did is because all our brains are rotted from Marvel. And that's what I gotta say about that.
Okay. I did have that feeling when I was reading. I mean, obviously, I read a couple of reviews and I liked hers the best because I felt like it was fair and it was balanced. Yeah, I did have that feeling. I was like, maybe people just didn't get it.
We cannot have nice things anymore because it's not Robert Downey Jr. against a green screen.
Or like it wasn't tied in like a neat little bow.
Yeah, I think people love answers because of the internet, and you cannot leave things up to people's imagination anymore.
I love imagination. There you go. In episode 6, Jessie, moving right along, we covered Elizabeth Olsen, the younger Olsen sister who we deemed did the training. And all of her work was paying off, Jessie. Tell me about Elizabeth's upcoming sci-fi thriller, The Assessment.
Love to. So the plot, according to IMDb, it is set in a world destroyed by climate change. Part of society has created a parallel world for itself. Life is controlled and optimized. Is this not just our life? And the desire to have children is also not left to chance. The lives of a successful young couple are therefore put under close scrutiny by a female assessor over the course of 7 days. Oh, spooky.
Such an interesting concept.
Very Black Mirror.
Yeah, it is. Elizabeth plays like the wife in this, but her co-star Alicia Vikander told Variety, I got the script sent to me and something about the story instantly intrigued me. Details are still under wraps, she says, but the film is set in a world near the future in which the state decides who may have children. A couple is then notified that they are being considered as candidates to be parents. Would the world not be better if we thought about this? You know, like I actually feel like maybe not everyone should be parents.
Well, we're getting into it.
Politics.
But maybe bad parents make good babies. Like it's not the baby's fault, you know?
Wow.
You can rise above. Not that I'm speaking from experience.
Is it nature or is it nurture? You know,
I feel like this trope is visited a lot in sci-fi movies. There's lots of stuff about like women's reproductive rights, and there's always like, you know, it's the age-old like Moses Tale, right? And they go and kill every firstborn boy when they freak out. It's been done and done and done, but I want to see Liz in it. I'm excited to see her.
I feel like it's a cool concept in that it's like this assessor is deeming you worthy. I think that's an interesting, and maybe it hasn't been done quite that way before.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm interested to see it. It looked like a really cool set design. American Horror Story.
Yeah, moody. Okay.
Moody, yeah. great color.
Fun. Oh, I'm excited.
Yes. In episode 7, we covered Swedish superstar and member we deemed of the Swedish Brady Bunch, Jesse, Alexander Skarsgård. When we left him, he had just had a baby, and there were those adorable quotes about him getting stuffed toys on the red carpet. Can you tell me what he's up to now?
Absolutely. He's got another film on the horizon. This time it's a war drama alongside Kate Winslet and Andy Samberg. Random Andy Samberg hanging out in a war drama.
Super random. I think this is like Andy Samberg's like first serious role.
Wow.
Weird to see him there though.
Exciting.
Don't know if it made me very comfortable. The film is based on the life and works of Lee Miller, a legendary photographer.
Oh, this is one. It's called Lee.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
It is.
Yeah.
It's played by Winslet and their role in World War II. So the film will be released in Australia by mid-August. So I'm telling you, it's a big time for films for our Nepo babies.
We out here.
And it's going to be a part of Melbourne International Film Festival. And I get jazzed every year for Melbourne Film Festivals.
Oh my God, I feel really bad saying this, but it did show in June for the Sydney Film Festival.
Did it?
Yeah,
Already?
it did.
Oh my God, I missed it.
But it's based on this really cool girl, Lee Miller. So before she was a war photographer, she was a model.
Yes, I think I did read that.
I didn't go and see it, but it looks incredible.
Well, I'm going to have to go to Melbourne because I missed it in Sydney. That is so annoying. It seems like a smaller role for Skarsgård, to be honest, as we already revealed he's a new father, and I am always surprised by how Alexander manages to stay relatively out of the spotlight, Jesse, commenting cryptically about his brothers and now his own family.
Must be a European thing.
I think so.
Very Swedish. Private.
Yeah. It just surprises me.
I don't think they do the dance as much as Americans. I think Americans are a lot more PR focused. And in Sweden, they're like, okay, well, your home life and your work life
separate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
I
my
think part of being such a big acting clan as well.
Yeah.
There's power in that.
Sure.
Like you don't need to participate in this whole affair because like one of the other brothers. It's almost like the Kardashians.
We're getting enough. Yeah, yeah. Have someone else.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
anyone else available?
Like Courtney can do it this week, you know?
Poor Courtney.
Or Bill, if you will. Jesse, our last episode, I cannot believe we're there already, was Jake Gyllenhaal, who I think we're both on the fence about, to be honest. But can you tell me what he's up to now?
Absolutely. He is preparing for a new season of Roadhouse, entering their second installment where Jake plays a UFC fighter.
Before his second season of Roadhouse, Jake stars in Presumed Innocent, courtroom drama released on Apple TV in June 2024. He appears alongside his brother-in-law in this. Oh, wow, a little more nepotism. Peter Sarsgaard. He's not related.
I know, I was about to be like, are you about to
Peter
say something
Sarsgaard
crazy?
is not related to Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Just so that we are clear. But yeah, he's actually married to Maggie. So isn't that wild?
Maggie Sarsgaard.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Maggie's his sister.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You mean Peter is? I thought you meant
is married.
I thought you were saying Jake is married. I was like, oh no.
I was like, what am I saying that's confusing? What am I saying?
Okay, got it. Peter Sarsgaard married to Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
Maggie and Jake, siblings, brother-in-law.
Jake,
Got it.
Peter, same film.
Yeah. Go
That's
them.
your uncle.
Keen to see it.
I have a little clippy clip for you.
Before Jake returns to the UFC ring, he is serving up drama in the courtroom. In Presumed Innocent, Jake plays a prosecutor who is also the prime suspect in the murder of one of his colleagues. The 8-episode thriller debuts Wednesday on Apple TV+.
Your fingerprints were found in her bedroom.
They did not kill her.
Jake's brother-in-law, Maggie's husband, Peter Sarsgaard, is prosecuting the case.
I think about Peter was just like sort of a long shot, and then, you know, obviously I do have an in.
Jake is always very intentional about what he does. It's really nice to be around someone who really will not stop until it's what he wants it to be.
Working every day on these scenes, though they are antagonistic, was so fun for the two of us.
We have reached the end of our episode, Jesse.
Oh my God.
Where I am going to ask for your ratings.
Covering my screen. So
yeah,
you
no,
can't see.
don't reveal it too soon.
I'm not.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Nepobaby. My name is Monica Reed, and this is Nepobaby.
Let us break it down on the Nepo Baby.